This is essentially unprecedented in terms of this vaccine rollout, from development to production. Now, as we go through distribution, and I realize there's some hiccups on that front as well, but no one has ever really run a vaccine campaign at this scale, at this size, this quickly. Given some of these changes now in terms of CDC guidelines, the fact that the supplies are being released on a bigger, broader scale, how confident are you that we are going to see some of these bottlenecks ease?
And Morgan, I think we're going to see these bottlenecks ease up as the weeks go on. And what a lot of experts are saying, including Dr. Fauci, is that the initial rollout happened over the holiday season. And so that was a big issue behind why there are so many problems, because a lot of people simply weren't working during that time period. But now that we're out of that holiday season and we have a better understanding of how this rollout should go and needs to go, we have a better understanding of what needs to be done to do that. And they're starting to put these different things in place. Like Meg had mentioned, they're already starting to look at distributing it differently among states depending on how much they're using it. In other words, getting it into the hands of people that are actually getting it into the arms of people that actually need the vaccine. And so I'm confident over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see huge changes, a lot more mass events, a lot more people getting vaccinated. And like Meg mentioned, they dropped the age down to 65 now. And so those people will start getting vaccinated as well, getting it to the most vulnerable first, and then eventually getting it to everybody. I'm very optimistic that we're going to see this happen very quickly.
Doctor, was it a mistake to prioritize people 75 and older, given the fact that most 75-year-olds do not have much contact with many people, whereas an alternative approach would have been, look, of course we want to minimize the risk of death, but why don't we focus on people that are more likely to spread it? And arguably, those people are easier to get to and give it to. You can do it right in the workplace. Is that something that you're hearing in the medical community?
It is, and it's something I talked to a couple experts last week about, Josh, that specific thing. And what they said is they knew that when they get this first phase, the healthcare workers, that they were essentially a captured audience. They knew they could go to the hospitals, get them the vaccine, and the hospitals would simply send out emails and people would come in to get their vaccines because that's where they work. They knew the difficulty would be 70 plus getting the word out to them and saying, hey, now is your time to get the vaccine, because a lot of them simply don't have emails, don't pay attention to their emails. They don't have a good way to get a hold of them. So they knew that would be a difficult thing. And I think what we've learned over the last couple of weeks is we need to get through those bottlenecks and start opening up the distribution to more that would be getting it quicker. At the same time, we work on those that we're having difficulty getting to. And I think that's what they're finally stabilizing on right now. And that's what you're going to see over the next couple of weeks happening. They'll open up the distribution. They're going to get it to more people, get shots in arms more, because as a lot of people said, myself included, that vaccine in a refrigerator or freezer isn't doing anybody any good. It needs to be in somebody's arm.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.